Hello, hello, and welcome to this week's Profit Maximizer Moment. This show is dedicated to it's dedicated to helping business owners dramatically improve their bottom line with our weekly profit maximizing tips that you can use now. I'm your host and coach, Wayne Bilal. I'm also the founder of a local CPA firm. Yes, we're swamped right now. Thank you very much. It's tax time. If you haven't brought your tax return in and you expect to get it done by April 15th, you better do it soon. Anyways, our CPA firm basically specializes in working with business owners to help them make more money and keep more money, keep it more of it from the IRS. I tell them we're not a normal CPA firm. We basically focus on three things: doing your tax returns, tax planning, and profit coaching. Anyways, we do a lot of tax planning. We've saved over $7 million. I really don't even know if I've kept count over the last 6 years, all legally. Like I tell people, I love my clients, but I don't wish to share jail cell with them. In today's video, we're going to talk about why discounting is almost always the wrong choice. Wow. Okay, there was more pages there than I thought there were. Anyways, but first, support for today's show is brought to you by Profit Maximizing Publishing. I need to do it left-handed because I just don't know what I'm doing half the time. Which published my book, The 90-Day Profit Reset, which shows you how to gain your independence from reduced cash flow, shrinking margins, and an evaporating customer base. In this book, you will find chapter after chapter and idea after idea about how you can turn around your business and reset your profits from red to black in 90 days or fewer. Even if you're making money, this book will help you. Talking about this book, that's one of the things I talked about very early in the book. In fact, if you go to page 24, we're talking about why discounting is wrong. And in it, if you don't have the book, you can get it on Kindle for like $5. It's well worth it. If for nothing else, these charts by itself would probably save you the different appendixes. But in it, I put the effect of discounting on your prices. If you discount your product by 10%, you need to increase sales by 33% if your gross profit margin is 40%. So I have across the top, I have 20 through, I can't really see it very good, 20% profit margin. So what's your gross profit to 60%? At 50%, I need to, and I do a 10% discount, I need to increase my sales by 25%. It's rather dramatic, okay? And look, every business owner, you've had your customers come in and say, hey, here's a competitor's ad, or an invoice with a lower price. And your immediate reaction is to kind of match it. And that's a mistake. Remember, when you're trying to increase gross profit, which by far is the easiest path to putting more cash in your bank, price matching is a serious profit killing error. Like I said in the book, I have that matching there, and I went over it. But instead of discounting, follow Dan Kennedy. He's got a lot of books out there, so they're worth picking up. His example is seeing what your competitors are doing and do the opposite, which is raise prices instead. Every time I say that, my clients say, I can't do that, I'll lose my shirt. I used to think that myself too. And sometimes I still think that. I got to be careful. But will you lose customers if you raise prices? Of course, you'll lose some. But also in the book, if you turn the page, on page 27, I put a chart in there, the effect of raising prices and how many people you could use. So at 40%, if I raise my price, if I had a 40% gross profit margin, in other words, for every dollar, it cost me 60 cents for gross profit, for cost of goods sold. So that means I'm making 40 cents. All right. I can lose 20% of my customers and still break even. I can lose 1 out of every 5 customers and still break even. All right. At 50%, that's 17%. So if I have a smaller margin, like 20%, I do a 10% increase. I have to lose a third of my customers before I lose money. I break even. So, I mean, that's a really good chart to get the thought across. Okay. So that gets me to think, am I really going to lose 1 out of every 5 people? Doubt it. Honestly, I'm not seeing it. Knowing this will still be a problem for you if you're a business owner that thinks price is the only reason that influences a buyer's buying decision. The business owner will clearly reject raising prices. They just don't see that because the way we think, we tend to remember the ones that got away rather than the ones that stayed and paid the higher price. All right. It also means that you're not doing what's called value selling. All right. You're not selling the value, the benefit. Their standard response is that only works in some businesses, but it's not going to work for me. All right. In my experience, truthfully, there is no business that doesn't have a way of commanding a premium price on its products or services by marketing their products and services in a way that the customer perceives an added value over the low cost items offered by the competition. Of course, there's a catch. You must do the hard work of determining what added value is and communicating it to your customers. That's a lot of work. So, what is the added value? All right, that's key. I mean, we compete with a lot of CPAs, but we're telling them something different. We're not saying, well, we do a tax return, we'll do the financial statement and all that. We're telling them we're going to help you make more money through these videos, through our book, through the blog, through our coaching, and we're going to help you keep more of it from the IRS by our tax planning. And what that does is it separates us 100%. First of all, it very clearly tells the client what we're going to do for them and what our goal is. It also sets inside our organization that that's a standard we expect. I don't just do a financial statement and hand it to them. Every financial statement we do a comparison to industry standard, and we do a performance review that shows them how they're doing and how they did compared to the prior years. Very good information, and it gives them some kind of generic improvements, but it's not a bad. I do it on myself when I do my own return. Yeah, I know better, but it doesn't hurt to like, oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that one in a while. I should check to make sure we're still doing it. Or yeah, I've been meaning to do that. I haven't done it yet. We're all guilty of that. We're busy. Okay. Look, that you have if all your marketing and advertising is based on price, you need to be very afraid. You only have a business until a competitor comes along who is willing to sell to that customer at a lower price. The only way to get out of the price focus trap is to focus your marketing and advertising and your whole business basically on features and benefits. What items? Well, that is really what every business, but what did it? Once upon a time, I could actually read. Anyways, that's that is very different in every business, is what I'm trying to say. I'm not even going to try to read it. But the common ones is better quality, better service, longer warranties, a great warranty, more convenient locations, 24-hour access. You may offer all of these already, but if you don't focus your advertising and marketing and how on it, how will your prospects know? And truthfully, you need to be different. All right. I remember sitting down with BUK Medical. I'll say it. Shout out to them. Good clients, friends of mine. And we sat down and opened they sell medical supplies. If you need somebody and you're in El Paso or Dallas area, look them up for sure. Free advertising. Anyways, if you open the websites, you would see they're all the same. So if everything looks the same, I'm going to pick based on what's convenient for me or what's the lowest price. So we started the idea of, okay, who's our customers? What are they looking for? Many of them weren't buying for themselves. They were buying for somebody else because they were primarily a caregiver, the primary responsible person. They may not be day-to-day caregiver, but they may be the person hiring them. So we started putting a caregiver corner in the blogs, and they even had some minor books that they put out. So that was kind of good. That was cool. So what they did was important because it basically separated them. Now, if I'm a caregiver and I look at the three websites side by side, this one, they all look the same, but that one, hey, look at that, caregiver corner. I'm going to go there. I need to check, make sure they're still doing that, because every now and then that falls off their website. So I'm going to bug them. All right. That's what I'm talking about, though, is finding a reason to get their attention. Again, this is closely related to the USP, unique selling position. Why, out of all the choices out there, including doing nothing, should I buy from you? So we're talking about the same thing. Your job as the business owner, which means you are a marketer, okay, is to design and market your products and services with a high perceived value that is delivered with service that wows the customer. All right. Can't just be normal service. You need to wow them. All right. Price is only important if all other things are equal. So don't discount unless you're forced to. Yes, there are customers who only care about price. Let your competitors have them. Let them go to Amazon, Walmart, Sam's, Costco, and an ever growing list of internet sites that are out there for these prices, everything customers. If you want to grow a profitable business, you have to design your business so that those customers that you have are happy and able to pay for the value added. The key is first to deliver value and then educate your customers so that they are aware of this higher value that they will receive from buying from you rather than their low cost alternatives. Another thing you can do, you're selling a product. All right. Again, BEK, we talked about this too. It advertises a lift chair that's at, I forget, back then I want to say it was $600. No idea what it is now. All right. So we match that price. They come in, they see that one there, but our people are more educated, give them better service. That's the goal, anyways. And talk to them. Yeah, that's a good chair. Nothing wrong with that. But for you, it doesn't work. You're too tall, you're too heavy, whatever. But this one over here is going to fit you better. Or, yeah, it's a good chair, but for where you're going to use it, this one's got all these other bells and whistles, does better things, so they have good, better, best, even better, even best. I think they have 4 or 5 different levels of chairs. And sadly, we're all getting older. I'm having a little more trouble getting up. I may be a customer very, very soon. Hey, until next time, this is Wayne Blau saying, don't discount. Figure out a way to get premium prices and keep your profit margins high. So until next time, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much. And have a great weekend. I can't believe it's Thursday already.